Buried in one of my keep boxes at home is the program for my grandfather's funeral. It looks like many such programs I've seen over the years. It has a picture of him on the front. He's smiling, he looks good. And on the inside cover of that program are printed the words of Psalm 23. It's no wonder that psalm, the most famous of all psalms by far, is printed on the inside of so many bulletin programs, because the words of that psalm, and the psalms are poems, the 6 lines of that poem, well, they're warm and peaceful and deeply comforting. It's a good poem to die by. Psalm 23 is written by King David, who was Israel's most cherished king, and something significant happens in the middle of that psalm, in the middle of that poem. See, at the beginning of the poem, David is talking about God. He's talking about the shepherd. He says, "The Lord is my shepherd. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul." And then David starts talking about the valley of the shadow of death. And it's at that point that he stops talking about God and starts talking to God. He says, "You are with me." The poem has become a prayer. This is why Psalm 23 should not just be for funerals. It's not just a nice poem for when there's a coffin in the room and people are dressed in black and have on somber faces. It's not a poem to die by, it's a prayer to live by. Because it's a prayer about Jesus, who said he was the good shepherd and he laid down his life for his sheep. And Jesus is not really interested in us just talking about him. He wants us to talk to him. He wants for this poem to become our prayer. He wants us to say to him, "Lord, you are my shepherd." He wants us to say that right now in the land of the living.